Hey folks, welcome to Fyreflye's Follies. I hope that you enjoyed the video today. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out, and if you have not subscribed, I hope that you will and that you'll stick around for a while. So today I am making peach pie filling, and in the description box below I will leave the recipe that I use to make a full 7-quart batch and a small batch, which is 2 quarts. Today I'm doing 3 quarts, but I'm going to do it in 6 pints. If I've done the math correctly, I will end up with 6 pints. And I can my pie filling in pints. Now, to make a full regular size 9-inch pie, you need a quart of pie filling. But if I decide to make one, then I can open 2 pints. But I like dump cakes and I like cobblers with my peaches. So typically that calls for a can of pie filling, which is about 14 ounces. 16 ounces is a pint. Pint works out perfectly for me. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my sugar and my ClearJel and my cinnamon, and I like to start by whisking this together before I add the liquids, just to make sure that it's all well mixed together. And I just want to combine it all so that I don't end up with any lumpy spots. And to this, you can use water. I extracted the flavoring from my peach pits and peels, and I've been using that liquid that I made from simmering my peach pits and peels in all of my recipes that I've been, in all of the canning that I've been doing with the peaches. So I'm going to go ahead and add my peach water, I'll call it. And then I am just going to bring this up to a good bubble and let it thicken. And I'm going to put it over medium heat. It'll take it a few minutes. Make sure I get all the little lumps of ClearJel whisked out of there. And then I'll come back and I'll stir that on a regular basis. And then I also have lemon juice and peach slices, and that's really all that goes in this. So it's a very simple recipe. And again, I have measured mine out to make what I'm hoping will be 6 pints. I've got 7 pint jars ready just in case. My math is not always what it should be. So I will just bring this up to a good bubble, a good boil, and let it thicken. And then I'll add my lemon juice and my peaches to it. And this will take a couple of minutes. And it is just starting to simmer. So I'm going to let it thicken for just a minute. All right, and now that that has thickened, I'm going to add my lemon juice, and I'm going to stir this constantly for 1 minute. All right, that's gone for 1 minute, so now I'm going to add my peaches. I'm going to bring it back up to a bubble. Switch out the whisk for a spoon. I'm going to let this come back up to a bubble, just a low simmer. And once that's up to a simmer, I'm going to let it go for about 3 minutes, and then I'm going to load everything into jars. So while that's coming back up, I'm going to get my jars over here. All right, and I'm going to let this go now for 3 minutes. Check and make sure that it has enough cinnamon in it. Perfect. Alright, so now I am going to fill my jars to about a 1-inch headspace. And I have some vinegar and a piece of paper towel that I'll use to clean them with. Let's see if I can do this without making a huge mess. Y'all, my math was definitely off. Alright, so I'm going to debubble them. And I'm going to take some out of some of them. And I made a big mess, so I'm going to start with just a plain paper towel and wipe the worst of it off. I'm trying to balance on one foot while canning. And I always make a mess, but today I seem to have made a much bigger mess than usual. Alright, so that's the worst of it. Alright, so now I have just a bowl of plain white vinegar. And I'm going to dip my paper towel in that. And then I'm going to clean these rims. I want to get all the sugar off. because that will definitely interfere with the seal. Alright, I grabbed another paper towel and we're going to give these one more pass. Just because I did make such a mess and it is so sticky. And then we are going to put on lids. I'm going to put rings on fingertip tight. Alright, I'm going to bring my water bath canner over and I'm going to get these started simmering. Now these are going to go in a water bath canner for 30 minutes. Once it comes up to a boil, I'll start the timer for 30 minutes. Once that 30 minutes is up, I'll take the lid off, I'll turn them off, let them sit for about 5 minutes, then I'll bring you back and show you how they turned out. Okay, I brought this up to a boil and I let it go for 30 minutes and then I shut it off and took the lid off, and it's been sitting for almost 10 minutes. And I think I did have some siphoning because I see a little bit of film on the top of the water, but let's get them out and see what we ended up with. I had one that I think I filled it a little too full. But I have been hearing them seal while they've been sitting here. And now I will let them sit here undisturbed until tomorrow. And tomorrow I will take the rings off and check the label, check the seals, wash the jars, label them and put them in my pantry. Now this one has not sealed and it is the one that siphoned a bit. I did overfill it. But it looks like it's about to seal and I'm hoping that it will after it sits here for just a little bit. But if it doesn't seal, then I'll put it in my fridge and I'll use it in the next week or so. As long as they seal, they're good in the pantry for a couple of years at least, maybe longer, as long as the seal holds. Some of these new lids don't seem to hold their seal like the old ones did. Let me get one up here so you can take a look. It turned out beautiful. You can see the cinnamon, you can see the peaches. There was about a half a cup left, and while this processed, I made some toast and had some toast with peach pie filling on it for breakfast. And it is absolutely delicious. I really hope that you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope that you will and that you'll stick around for a while. If you hit the notification bell, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video based on your settings. Y'all, thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.